Welcome back, my beauties, and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and we're going to go ahead and get into today's set. So this is Janisa, my daughter here, and we are going in today with a Beetlejuice inspired set. So the video is a little long because I decided to leave in just a little bit of prep, so you see how I prep myself and others when doing nails. So you saw me first go back and push the cuticles back with a cuticle pusher very gently. Then I go in with a needle drill bit and I just go around the cuticle to remove dead skin. And I'm going at a very low speed, so about 4,000 RPMs, very gently. I'm not putting any pressure, just letting it glide there to lift the dead skin. After I do that to all the nails, I then go in with a ball drill bit. And I'm doing the same thing, basically going around the cuticle to remove dead skin. But with this drill bit, you can also get right up on that skin by the cuticle area and kind of nip anything there as well, as opposed to using cuticle nippers. I use this, and it's very safe and effective, and I'm using the same speed of 4,000 RPMs. Once I do that to all the nails, then I go in with my mandrel and a fine grit sanding band. So this sanding band is about, I believe it's 180 grit. And I'm just lightly going around the entire natural nail plate, and I'm going to just rough up the surface and put some scratches in it so that the products adhere better to the nail itself. And so I do this prep always for myself and others. Then I'll go in with my brush and just wipe off any dust. And today we're using these Easy Basket nails. And I normally just size them up, put a little glue on the tip, and then get my nail tip as well and put glue in the inside of that well, and I fuse them together and hold it for about 20 seconds to ensure that it does stick. And I'm going to just do that, repeat that step on every single nail. And the glue I'm using today is Infilia's glue. I overly love this glue, and it's been like my go-to since they sent it to me. It's really strong, and I haven't had any problems with it since using it. So right now, this is definitely my go-to. But like I said, just the same step as first applying the tips, making sure they're straight, and then I do fuse them together, hold them about 20 seconds, and then I'm complete with it. So for this set, she wanted some stiletto nails, and I'm going in with this Pana 8080 grit file to shape those. And this file, I got the idea from Nailed by Key. She is a phenomenal YouTuber that I watch, and I saw her doing it and using it, and they looked like they worked so well. So I went and purchased me some, and lo and behold, they work absolutely wonderfully. We'll never go back. So here I'm just to start the shaping of the stiletto. I go on the edge of the nails, and I just kind of make a small cut there. And you want to be careful. I didn't nip myself there with my scissors because I wasn't paying attention. But you always want to be careful. And I just kind of just do that to each nail. I didn't like cut myself to bleed or anything, but I did nip myself. You'll see my glove is has a little slit there. Just scared me more than anything. But you just go on the sides, like I said, make sure you're paying attention to where your hands and everything are. And just kind of nip the sides. That's what I did on each and every one of them. Just to kind of start it out. And then once I get all of them cut to just the side, I go in with the Pana 8080 grit file. I'm just going to go ahead and file the sides. And then for this stiletto, we didn't want it super pointy. She is a high schooler, and she, is around people and things like that. And she didn't want it sharp either. She just kind of wanted it rounded. So I went in on the sides to make sure all of that was straight. And then I did go ahead and round the tip. And so for my first time doing a stiletto shaped nail while making one, I feel like I did a pretty great job because I started to buy them, but then I was like, I have so many nail tips, I can create a stiletto. So I'm super excited that I decided to create it myself as opposed to going and making a purchase on more tips that I didn't necessarily need. And they came out pretty great. I was overall very pleased with how my shaping came out. After all of the nails are filed how we want, I'm then going in with Kiara Sky's dehydrator just to dehydrate all of the nails. And then I also go in with Kiara Sky's primer, and I do 2 coats of that on each of the nails. So first thing first on the nails, I'm going in with Savillon's Clear Acrylic, and I'm just going to lay a very thin layer of that on the nail, and it's basically just like a first coat before putting in the color, just in case the color didn't want to stain or anything. It would not stain her natural nail. So I just take a small bead there and make sure that the cuticle is pretty nice, and then I do go ahead and just drag that down the nail, but I'm leaving it very thin. We don't want a thick layer of this. It's just like a protective shield over her natural nail. And I do repeat this step on each and every one of my nails. Excuse me, her nails. So I'm first going in with this shade Bean Paste. It's a Savillon Acrylic, and it's like a nude shade, and this will be my first attempt at a French. So I'm going in and trying to create my smile line, and I start by where the natural nail and the tip meet, and I just put a ball of acrylic there and kind of try to form just the tip of the smile line is how I wanted to start this off. And besides, I had seen this in a video recently as well where they started right here to the tip. I haven't really done my research too much on acrylic and smile lines, although I watch tons of nail videos. I just enjoy it so much. Sometimes I don't take tips from it. I just like to watch like any kind of nail application, acrylic, poly gel. I like hard gel. I even like dip powder. I'm thinking of doing a dip powder set again on my channel soon, because the last one I did was a little thin. So I want to try that again. But back to this set. I always do that. Get off of what we're really here for, but it's okay. So I'm going in now with another bead more closer to the cuticle, and I'm just going to make sure that that is nice and flushed around her cuticle. And I'm just bringing it up, but also trying to make sure to keep it down towards the cuticle, so not to go past that first bead. And also trying to just build the nail up in this area as well, so that we don't have to cap anything, because if I make it thick enough here, it should be fine to where it doesn't break or anything like that. So that is a tip I know, even with poly gel, that's something that you always want to make sure you're making the nail thick enough. So again, I'm just taking this bead and I'm trying to make sure the cuticle is nice and flushed, and just make sure it is molding into a smile line that is okay with me. And I'm just going to continue to do this and add where needed, and then just use my brush and pat everything into place. And then I'll do the same exact thing on the index as well. I hope everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And to anyone that's taking the time to watch my video, I definitely thank you and appreciate you. To my subscribers, I love you all oh so very much, and I appreciate your continued support. I just want to take a moment to brag on my subscribers, because I have some amazing people that are subscribed to me and genuinely support me and genuinely like the content that I'm providing, and I overly appreciate you all. So doing the French with acrylic, like creating a smile line and everything, wasn't as bad as I thought. Like, I actually thought that it would have been a lot harder, being that acrylic is like kind of wet, and of course you can do dryer beads to create things, but like for some reason my beads are a little more wetter all the time, so I thought it would have been running everywhere and just kind of a little bit out of control. But it actually was pretty good. Like, it wasn't moving as much as I thought. It was forming how I needed and staying where I wanted, and so I had so much fun. I actually obviously want to practice a lot more, so that I can get better with it and create them more effortlessly over time. But like, acrylic is something that I am like really, really growing to love. I just love everything about it. Only thing that I'm not a big fan of still is the monomer. And today I'm using Not Polish's monomer because I kept hearing great things about it, how it's low odor. It also says that on the packaging. And I guess it's a low odor, but it still was pretty strong in the house. So my sister-in-law came over and she was like saying that she smelled it outside. So I guess, I mean, it's low odor as far as it's not as strong as in a, like a original monomer like that they use in the nail salon, but I guess it was still a little strong. And then for my e-nail monomer that I'm using, it's not strong, so I don't know, we'll see. So for my purple sparkly nail, I combined this Mia Secret grape that you just saw me show, and then this silver glitter that I got off of Amazon because I wanted the nail to be a glittery nail, and I don't have a glittery purple acrylic yet. So I was thinking and I was like, I didn't want to do just a solid purple nail. I wanted the purple to pop because purple is one of the themed colors of Beetlejuice. And so I went ahead and mixed the two in the older dapping dish that I used to use, and this is the color that it created, and I think it was pretty cute. So I did go ahead and start and do I started with like a 3-beat method kind of. So I started towards the tip, filled that with the color, then went in with the next bead over that one and just blended it down all the way. I just kept adding beads till I got towards the cuticle. And then obviously by the cuticle, I would take my time, make sure that is nice and flushed. And then I kind of just kept building on the nail to kind of make it apex so that she had the strength that she needed and that the nail wouldn't break. And this color was very pretty. At the end, I did notice I put a little bit too many glitters in it because it was just like really, really super glittery. But she loved it, so that's all that mattered. But I think this nail came out really, really cute. And it was my first time mixing acrylic and glitter, so I was pretty excited about that as well. And this acrylic laid down effortlessly, which is always a plus for me. And I also did this same exact pink glittery nail on my thumb as well. So then I'm going in with this white, also from that Savillon acrylic set. And I'm going to go ahead and start filling in the top portion of the French nails. And then for my middle nail, I am going to do a complete white nail. So I just take it and I just place it on the nail. And you might see me go over the actual, like, nail bed part, the nude color. But from as many videos I've seen, I noticed that it doesn't really matter because when you file, it's still going to come to just that smile line. So I'm just kind of just building up the top portion of that nail, making sure that everything is even with the bottom half, and then I'll move on to the next. So originally for this set, I wanted to do a polygel because I had like McCart's Starry Night Whispers kit where I had like really pretty purple glittery polygels that I wanted to use for my ring and thumb. And of course I have plenty of white, I have nudes. So this set was originally supposed to be a polygel set when I mapped this out, because sometimes I map out sets, like a couple of sets before actually doing them. And this is one that I've been had in the works. I just now decided to do it on my daughter because I was going to do it on me as like a pop-off set and like just do it and then take it right off and then do something right behind it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the nails. They came out really cute, but I just didn't want to wear like Beetlejuice nails all week. I don't really care for white polish. I don't really care for white acrylic, anything like that, because I'm very busy and I'm always doing something. And like, I just feel like those are more prone to like get dirty and like, yeah. So I don't care for white much. And then when she was like, hey, I'll do them, and that could just be my set for the 2 weeks, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, perfect. So that's how we came up with this. And then she wanted acrylic as opposed to polygel. Now, she also loves polygel as well, but she as well have been gravitating more towards acrylic because she does like the process with it. Like I said, that you don't have to go in and out the lamp constantly. She does actually like this a little more as opposed to polygel. Now, we will still be providing polygel content, but being that I am new to this and I'm loving it, we will also be incorporating a lot of acrylic videos so that I can get better as well. So that's how we came up with it being an acrylic set as opposed to a polygel set. And I think that it came out super cute, and I was very happy for the experience and being able to go in with the actual acrylic and get the practice. So I was so excited that one thing I did forget to do that's a really important step is once I got the like nail bed set and it dried, I should have went around it with my hand file to kind of crispen up the lines and make it a little more neater. But I was just so excited and ready. I just went in with the top portion. But like I said, it didn't come out bad, and it's my very first time, so hey. So I definitely did not keep in all my filing. I just showed just a snippet, but I normally go in with a fine grit sanding band to start off with. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of debulk the nail. So I'm just going all over all of my nails and making sure to thin them out as much as I can. Also, for my purple nails, I did go ahead and cap them with clear to kind of build them up a little bit, to make more of an apex. I don't think here I did it yet, but I will. When you see me filing in on my purple nail, it's already capped with clear, just to kind of build that up a bit. But this is how I go in with my filing. I do start by actually debulking the nail. After I debulk, then I do go in with a cuticle drill bit, and I just kind of go around the cuticle to make sure all of that is nice, that area is nice and flushed, and that nothing is stuck on the skin. In my filing routine, I also go in with a buffer just to smooth everything out. Once I feel like I do have it to my liking, that is my last step with my filing. And so now for my favorite part, which is the nail art. And I'm using my Cart's number 2 nail art brush. And so I'm just basically making black stripes down the French tip nails, going straight down to incorporate this suit that he wore in the movie. It was a white suit with black pinstripes. So I am making those stripes down both of those nails. And once I get them set, so I do both of them, and then I have her cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. The black polish that I'm using today is Mono One's Black Lava that I've been using recently and my last couple of videos. It's really pigmented and it works really well for nail art, and I overly love it. So unfortunately, and we all know, every now and again I have videos where I am out of frame, and it does make me sad because nail art is a passion of mine. I absolutely love it. I love how I'm able to do things like that on a nail. But you don't get to see me do my index because I was out of frame. And then for my middle finger, I did a swirl and was completely out of frame. So you only saw me do just the last couple of lines. But they came out cute. I'm just kind of sad we didn't notice that I wasn't in frame. So now I'm taking this neon green polish from my for my Beetles neon gel polish set that I purchased a while back. And I'm just making green drips going down the nail, or up the nail, however you want to say it, because I didn't start from where everyone normally starts their drips. I started from the point of the nail and then went backwards on my two French nails. So on my index and my pinky, I do these drips. And for me, these drips are slime, being that they are lime green. We're calling them slime drips. And so I just go ahead and just make them the way that we like, because she always does have an input and a say on all of her sets. So this is how we wanted to do them. And I think they came out very, very, very cute. I did want to see if she wanted them outlined or to put like a little more detail in the actual drip itself to kind of make it pop a little bit, but she liked it as is. And honestly, it did look nice as is, so I didn't have a problem with that. But I did, like I said, do that on my index and pinky, and once I got both of them set, I had her cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. So now I'm just going in and top coating all of the nails. I'm going over that nail art with the top coat just to kind of seal everything in. And of course, I'm going over my purple glitter nails just to bring those to life. And once everything is top coated, she does cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. And then lastly, I'm going in with Kira Sky's cuticle oil and just moisturizing her cuticles. And this is the finished set. I absolutely adore them. I adore Beetlejuice. That's like one of my all-time favorite movies. And I think this is a great representation. Let me know what you think of this nail set down below. And if you've made it this far, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Again, thank you so much, and much love.